Hi, this is Amy, and before I get into what I wore this month, I just wanted to apologize for not doing my videos for the last couple of months. As you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, we moved, so it was really chaos, and December actually, we were moving during my cycle, complete chaos. Thank God for cups. I wore cups completely. And so I really didn't have anything much to show. But yeah, I was really grateful for that. This month I was home all month, so I wore all week. So I wore pads the entire time and just give myself a little bit of a break. And that was really fantastic. So here we go into what I wore for the month of
Hi,
January.
this is
Thank
Amy of
you.
Living My Beloved Life, and this is what I wore for the month of January. And like always, I will do this in the order that I wore them per day. So my cycle was a little bit longer this month. It was 29 days. Typically, I'm more around 26, 27. So I was really surprised that it went to 29. Anyway, so as I'm waiting, I wore this little novel red 7-inch. It's just a sweet little liner, fleece back, cotton topped. It's pretty. I like it. Um, then I also, the next day, as I'm still waiting, I wore my little WE Essentials. This is just a flannel top, flannel back. It is literally a liner. It has no core at all. And it's just super soft, super light. It's a great sort of everyday wear. I really recommend them if you're somebody who wears liners every day just for discharge or anything. These would be fantastic. Good. The next day, I started really late at night, like probably somewhere between 11 and midnight. And so I put on this little, not little, this is, I think, 12.5 inch. Yeah, this is the 12.5 inch Yorkcraft. This is the little bunnies. And aren't they just adorable? I love this pad. It is heavy. It's Yorkcraft, like I said. It holds up great, but I'm discovering that literally every time I wear it, I have to do extra stain treating on it. So I do my normal soak and wash, and then it always has a stain and I have to go back and stain treat. So I'm really disappointed about that, but it is just so cute. And like I said, it holds up fantastic. So in the morning, oops, after that, I then changed out and I put on my Empire Lush, this flannel top, the little doggy bones, so cute. This is a great pad, even though it's really floppy, it does hold quite a bit, and that official first day was a heavy day for me, and I only wore this for not maybe around 2 hours. It was full and I needed to change. I then put on my Environmental. This is microfleece. Reminds me of Minky. Maybe it is Minky. But I think, no, I think it's microfleece. Super pretty. Isn't that so pretty? And this cassette tape, this is just cotton backing. I believe it has PUL on the inside as it's, and I'm not sure what else. But again, it holds up great. Then, and I only wore this maybe three hours or so. Then I put on this sweet Mama Dragon. This is a great shape. I really like it. And this is Minky. No, OBV, sorry. This is OBV. This holds fantastic too. The bad thing about this is because it's black, then I can't really see where I've bled on it. And then I don't know how much I really have bled. But it seems to hold a lot. And this is a flannel back, which I really like. This little houndstooth, pink houndstooth is so pretty. Obviously there used to be a tag there, but it's one of those like iron-on kind of ones, and it's come off completely. Can't even read anything on it. And then for overnight, I put on this Happy Flute 12.5 inch. This is charcoal bamboo, which I just love. I think this is a fantastic like starter for folks because, and it's a fantastic stay dry. And then this Minky with a Minky backing, this held up great. Although I really didn't bleed overnight. It was so funny, even though it was my official first day. That should have been a heavy overnight bleed, and I wasn't. So I actually ended up wearing this for a few hours the next morning because, like I said, it was a really light cycle. I mean, it was heavy, it was really heavy, and I thought, holy moly, it's going to be really heavy. And then it wasn't. So anyway, I wore this for a couple of hours the next morning because I didn't bleed overnight. Then I put on Popples. I don't remember how big this is. Maybe like an 11-inch. Popples. This is cotton top and a fleece back. Oops, hair. Dog hair. Sorry, that's what happens when you have pets. Held up great for probably 3 or 4 hours. Then I put on my new Homestead Emporium. Isn't this just gorgeous? This OBV is just so pretty. These colors are like amazing. I am loving this pad. And it's got a fleece back. I love it. It's nice and floppy. It's so comfortable. It's so pretty. It moved around on me a little bit though, so I think that's me. I need to get used to it. This is my first HE pad, so I need to get used to what's the best way to wear them. Then I put on my Lazy Creek Boutique Minky Top rainbow print here. That is just so pretty. This is the pad that made me realize I do like Minky. I didn't like it before this, and I got this pad. I had it for months. I didn't ever use it because I didn't like Minky, and then I used this, and I'm like, what have I been missing? It's a fantastic pad. And a fleece back. And then for overnight, I had already basically stopped bleeding when I was going to bed, so I put on my new Novel Red. This, I call it the Starry Night. This is a Minky. It's just a really, I don't know if you can see, it is just like super low pile. So it's super comfortable. Love it. This is the one that I purchased for my mom, and she didn't care for it, so she sent it over to me, and I love it. Again, I didn't really bleed overnight, so I wore this for a couple of hours in the morning. I shouldn't say I didn't at all. So I wore it for a couple of hours the next morning. I was really tapering off already, and this was really only day 3. I was not needing very much protection after that, but I chose to wear more than I needed anyway. Then I got this off of a Facebook seller, Amber Rhodes, I think her name is, Raggedy Ann. I love Raggedy Ann. That was my dolly when I was little. So I wore this for probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 hours. Didn't really need a change, but wanted to. So, oh, you know what? Actually, I wore this to bed that night. So I only wore 2 pads on day 3/4. And that was it. And then I didn't really need anything the next day, but for just sort of in case, I wore my Lazy Creek Boutique suede. Again, I didn't need this much protection because this thing holds a ton. Even though it's considered a light, it holds so much. But I just liked it and I wanted to wear it because I haven't worn it lately. And then the next day I wore this liner, and really I didn't even need a liner. There was just a smidge, you know, when I was wiping, but you know, just for peace of mind, it's always great to wear a liner. And so I wore this little liner from Novel Red. Pansies, my favorite flower, by the way. All right, so that was everything. Obviously I wore all pads this cycle. It was very light, and I'm grateful for that. And so yeah, so I hope you are having a fantastic month, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you.